This one's about to get underway. I hope you're ready. The players are ready, the fans are ready. It's Fenerbahce, Opet, Istanbul in the yellow and blue serving. It's VakifBank, Istanbul in the yellow and black, looking for side out, then getting it. The opening point of this CEV Champions League Volley 2022 women's first leg semi-final here at VakifBank's venue in Turkey. Gabi with the serve. That's a good serve, no middle coming. That doesn't stop the side out coming though. Fenerbahce does what Fenerbahce does best. High and wide, even against two blockers. Well, it's a bit of a gap, wasn't there? Hack went a little bit wide. Eda with the serve. Fenerbahce had no idea where that went. Nice swing from Hack. She's up and running. Big hit. No chance for Eda Adem to get that one. Vargas' first swing is a good one. Comes in square, cuts across her body very nicely. Now to serve. First swing for Ogbogu, but it's into transition here for Fenerbahce. First chance maybe for Barch Hackley, but no, it's Hack who's going to have a swing, and that one rather forced by Cansu. Hack with the error, Fenerbahce with the point. Another one for Hack. Well, good covering from Barch Hackley. Now she gets her first swing out of system, and it's a great swing, using the block of Vargas and making those hands her best friend. Such a clever swing. Good serve from Hack. Gizem under a bit of pressure. Well, what a great swing that is, though, from Vargas. You can see why Zoran Terzic is starting with Vargas. Finding that gap between the blockers. That's a brilliant hit. Into the seam, as it's known. Well, that's a tough one. Cansu not able to get onto it. There's a chance now, maybe. Well taken, Barch Hackley, cross court, fantastic, right onto the tee. Corner of the 3-meter line and the sideline. Barch Hackley now back to the serving line. Gabi into the front row for the first time. Both teams testing each other out here, settling in, trying to find a rhythm. Barch Hackley will look to forget about that serve and focus on this next pass. Big hit from Gabi. Trademark Gabi. Those of you who've not seen her play before or always wondered about her technique, have a look at the fact that her left arm never gets above her head. It comes back down and inside. It's an incredible technique. Very difficult to know where she's going to hit the ball. Ogbogu now with the serve. Good cover from Fenerbahce from Naz. Well, that one is an error from Vargas. So advantage to VakifBank. Just trying to shade that one instead of going into the fingers of both, trying to go over the top. Trying to cut across the ball, unfortunately didn't work out. Now, Ogbogu to serve again. A break point for VakifBank to wrestle a bit of the initiative away from Fenerbahce. But that's not really what VakifBank want. Not from a jump float serve. You kind of expect them to be going in, really. The jump serves, maybe not so much, because those are the real difficult serves where you're trying to put maximum pressure on. Vargas will look to do that. And she has done. Tough one. Jansu with a great set for Gabi. What a great play that is. Jansu way off the net, almost in the far corner of the court, going from one corner to the other. And that's on a plate for Barchakli to have a swing. It's all about the set from Jansu. Such a good player. Gets out early, gets set. Look at that, brilliant. Gabi can't miss. Strong rotations here for VakifBank with three big blockers and hitters, but they are stretched. A good ball in. And Naz firing that one out to Fenerbahce. One-on-one, you're not really going to stop Fenerbahce. Melissa now back to the serving line. Another blocker for Fenerbahce. Actually, sorry, playing as an outside hitter, because she is an outside hitter. Oh, what a swing that is from Vargas. That had a little bit of extra gas in it. Gabi will know not to leave that much line next time. Melissa to serve. Fenerbahce in front. That's well left by Aichai catch. Good up from Gabi. Fenerbahce got it into transition. Oh, that's a lovely block. To be expected. VakifBank, the best blocking team in the tournament. When you just look at the number of players and the number of blocks they've got, and that's why. What a great finish this is from Guimarães. A lot of strapping on the arm of Guimarães. Looks like trying to protect her rotator cuff. What an atmosphere to be playing volleyball in. VakifBank get that week in, week out. So too Fenerbahce when they're playing at home. That ball had to be swung in, as it were, from Barchakli because she was on her knee passing it. Couldn't use her body to move through the ball. That time she does move her body through the ball, and that won't be coming back. Wonderful hit. Too hot to handle for Fenerbahce. VakifBank back in front. Gerard with the serve. Vargas again, unstoppable at the moment. She's stopped herself by putting the ball into the antenna, but everything else she's hit has been a point. Great pick up from Gizem. Good up from Gabi as well. Oh, it's digs everywhere. Not now, though. It goes to Vargas. It's the rally over. There is no transitioning off of Vargas hitting. Not yet, anyway. Fantastic rally. Great finish from Melissa Vargas. That's a quality ball in. And this time Ogbogu puts it down, and good work Jansu going right back to her again after she got dug on the last swing she had. She's now re-established her as a threat. Popovic not able to get anywhere near it. Ooh, that's a rare error from Vargas. Block is saying they didn't touch it. Zoran Terzic, is he going to have a little look? Does he want to check it? See for a block touch or ball in out. We'll see which way he goes. So coming up is a video check. The coaches have got as many video checks as they like, so long as they get them right. If you get 2 wrong in a set, you don't get any more. They can check for ball in, ball out, block touch, net touch, and it is in. Well, it's a good call from Terzic to want to check that. That ball is squished down onto the floor, and that squishing motion is all deemed to be part of one movement. So once it squishes down fully, it catches the line, it's in. A player with 20 aces in this competition. VakifBank delighted that one didn't trouble them. And Barchakli goes back to serve. Missed her first serve. Doesn't miss the second time around, which is good. And that's going to be the ball for VakifBank. The referee saying the ball was on the side of VakifBank and that Naz has played it on the wrong side of the net. You can only contact the ball on your side of the net unless you're blocking. You can reach into the opponent's net then, but they do have to attack the ball first. You can't stop them from attacking it. For those of you that are new to the game or thinking to yourself, well, hold on, you can reach right across and block. Yes, you can, but that's only when there is an attack coming. And that attack doesn't have to be the third touch. It can be a first ball attack or a second ball attack. As long as it's being attacked, then you're allowed to defend, you're allowed to block the ball and reach over into your opposition's court. Just like that, but Gabi does very well to wriggle out of the way of it as it lands out of play, and VakifBank will have the ball. Ogbogu to serve. Nice pass. And Hack a little late to react to that one. Chance here for Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce, good up from Aykaç. Oh, it's landed out. What a swing from Hack. There was a long look then because no one could get anywhere near that. Everyone stood around watching as it hit the block and then landed the other side of the sideline. Wonderful play from VakifBank off that brilliant dig from Aykaç. Now Jansu back to the serving line. This lead keeps tick-tocking from one side to the other. Good touch. Free ball though, Fenerbahce. 2 front court attacks, slide behind is going to be picked off here, but who can have a swing? Gabi. Oh, and what a swing it is as that one is crushed cross court. And VakifBank making a move. Great work from Hack. First thing first, get the ball up, then they worry about who's going to have a swing. It's Gabi, and it's a brilliant swing. Timeout called by Fenerbahce. Zoran Terzic really keen to stress the fact that against Gabi, they've got to take away the cross court when she's going that way, but they mustn't press with their right shoulder so that their left shoulder comes away from the net and opens up that cross-court angle. What he's saying is you've got to get across, you've really got to press, if anything, more with your left hand and get across and close that angle. Too tight, Gabi deals with it. VakifBank scoring again directly off of the timeout. Cansu with an excellent serve. There's going to be a change coming for Fenerbahce. Anna Christina's coming in to help the passing, and it looks like it's going to be Melissa going off. Cansu just checking where she's going to serve now. I think that's saying just go down the middle maybe, go in the seam, in the gap, the corridor of uncertainty. Let's see where it does go. Cansu gets ready. And it's straight after Anna Christina, which is a great place to go. She's just come onto court. Vargas gets slowed down. Swing chance here for Gabi against 3. It could be against 33. It doesn't matter because she scores again. What a great swing that is. VakifBank are on a roll here. Fenerbahce can't seem to stop it. Cansu once again. It's another free ball here for VakifBank. No room and no way through that time for Gabi. Good up from Gizem. Another chance. And this time Barch Hackley gets it done on the pipe. Third time lucky. And what a lead now VakifBank have got in this opening set. Well taken by Barch Hackley. Melissa coming back in, Anna Christina going off. They're just trying to change the picture again for Cansu, but really won't change much for her. She'll refocus, reset, use her 8 seconds, and look to make this one another tough serve. It's well passed. Fenerbahce is not going to miss that. There was nobody getting in front of her, nobody fronting up. Able just to hit in the way she was travelling. And side out achieved at last for Fenerbahce, a much needed one at that. What a great swing. Oh, well watched by Cansu. Good up from Melissa. Work for Fenerbahce to do. Hack just taking a little bit off of it. Gabi maybe a chance here for her, but now it's a better chance for Fenerbahce. Oh, good touch by Guimarães. Great pick up, Gizem. It's all happening here. Everybody getting a touch on that ball, and it's an unforced error in the end from Fenerbahce to give VakifBank the point. All of that for a side out for VakifBank. We've got a challenge coming here from Fenerbahce. Zoran Terzic has used both of his timeouts up. He's already had one challenge, it was successful, so he's still got unlimited as long as he keeps getting them right. Is he looking for another ball in out here? I think he thinks it might well be in. Let's see what the challenge system says, what the video check says. Oh, looking for touches. That's not caught Guimarães. It is no touch. She just clipped her nails before playing this one. And just as well she did. Good up from Icatch. He's waiting, so too Barch Hackley. Nobody quick enough to that. Good disguise from Michel Barch Hackley. Easy lead for Gizem. Fenerbahce now need to try and get back into this one, try and build if they can, get a few points, see how that will affect the psyche of VakifBank. Erdem. Nice ball in, look at that, it's on a plate. Ganesh not going to miss, even Jansu full stretch could still go wide or go behind. Ganesh says thank you very much. I'll put that one away. Instead Ganesh now with the serve. Oh dear, another one that's just a little too long. Good lead from Fenerbahce. They need break points though, for those of you wondering what they are. They're points where the team scores their points from the fact that they've been serving either directly or getting it back to transition or stopping the other team from getting the ball over the net. And transition is where you turn defense into offense. Oh dear, that just was a tough one. Too tough. VakBank says sorry about that. A lot of movement around here. Vargas maybe just putting her off a little bit as she tried to pop it back up in the air. Just a little bit of Vargas versus VakBank versus Vargas. Oh, that's a really good play from Jansu. Under pressure, but they're not happy. Especially Naz, one setter, looking at another setter playing the ball, then going to referee. You've got to be kidding me. That was a big carry. Well, that run of points though, and now it's VakifBank who called timeout. Fenerbahce just 3 behind. Oh, great blocking. That's a really good block. Fedorovtseva and Mina Popovic denying hack. Look at the height of Fedorovtseva. That's a wonderful block. A touch from Vargas. Oh, that's fantastic. What a great touch from Naz. But it's advantage here for VakifBank. 3 front court attackers. That ball a little tight to the net, and it's still going to almost stayed in play. But that ball was spinning wildly. Melissa getting a touch, but not back towards anybody else. Passing at the moment from VakifBank, particularly on some of those free balls, is a little bit sketchy, to say the least, by their very high standards. Good up from Gizem under the circumstance. Oh no! Well, Naz, did she cry for help? She's having a chat to Melissa about that. Maybe Melissa could have just stepped in and set it, which would have been the easy thing to do. She was right there, but she's expecting Naz to get it. Naz is thinking Melia's going to get it. And it's so, look at the face of Naz. She's really unhappy, but you can hardly hear yourself think here, let alone speak. And it's set point for VakifBank. Fenerbahce needs side out. They will get it from Fedorovtseva. If there's one player who can get a team back into it, it's Fenerbahce. But that's a wonderful ball, and that one is now down, and the set goes the way of VakifBank. 25-21, they lead by 1-0. This is how it was done. Great ball in, that's all Gabi needed to worry about. It was a good pass, so the middle could be run, and Ogbogu ran it brilliantly. What a cracking game of volleyball. Confirmation of the score, just under half an hour to get that set done. What a great set it was as well. We had some super rallies, some great plays. For those of you who are neutrals in this one, just sit back and enjoy it. For those of you supporting VakifBank, you'll be delighted. For those of you supporting Fenerbahce, you'll be thinking, well, we've got a chance here. All smiles at the moment for the VakifBank players, having taken that first set. A little bit of work for Fenerbahce to do. Vargas, who started so brightly, just went a little bit quiet. Melia's done okay. Jansu had a great serving run. Second set underway, VakifBank with the serve. They are leading Fenerbahce by 1-0 in the CEV Champions League Volley 2022 Women's Semi-Final Match 1. And Hack gets her first point of the set. Bit of extra pace on that one, no chance for the middle to get out wide. Good swing from Hack. And nowhere for Fenerbahce to go early on. Zera getting in, that's twice now. Zera's got the better of Fenerbahce. Great movement. Just gets that turn at the right moment, right into the space. Good touch by Gizem. Free ball, 3 front court attackers plus Barch Hackley on the pipe. It's Guimarães. Zera hammers it down. VakifBank off to a 3-0 start. This is not what Fenerbahce were expecting. Certainly not what Turkish was expecting. What a great shoot ball that is into the middle. Oh, that's a good serve. Oh, wonderful pickup from Melissa. That might come back. No, it won't come back. Vargas saves the situation for Fenerbahce with a great swing, which means that Zoran Terzic doesn't need to think about a timeout now. Great pickup, Melissa, then. Vargas in exactly the right place. Great swing. They've run the middle so many times. Popovic has yet to have a swing in the middle for Fenerbahce. The pass, maybe not that good, but when it has been that good, don't want to risk it, and so Naz has gone elsewhere. But I'm not even sure that either middle blockers had a swing. I don't think Edem or Popovic have had a hit through the middle yet. Oh, here we go. But it's only a continuation attack. So too will that be a continuation attack, but free ball coming. Hoisted high to allow Fenerbahce to reset their block defence. Oh, wonderful play. Little inside ball. Hack starting out wide, coming inside to skip past the block. And VakifBank really are in the ascendancy in this second set very early on. That was the first swing. Hack by the pin, out, and then she comes inside. And no chance of stopping that one. Top swing from Vargas. 23 years of age, you get the feeling she's going to be a superstar. Not that she isn't already, but seriously good player. that Fenerbahce have been able to sign. That's well left. Sarah with the serve. Ooh, that was a bit of a tricky one for Fenerbahce. But now a better situation here. Probably can get a better swing chance for Vargas, which she takes. Amazing, isn't it? You get into an awkward situation, but the fact that Fenerbahce was able to play it into the block for it to be recycled, and now all of a sudden there's more attacking opportunities here and a better swing chance, which Vargas then takes. Oh, ace serve! Fantastic! What a great serve from Fenerbahce. The 18-year-old with a wonderful serve. Can she do it again? A few boos and whistles to contend with. She'll ignore those. A great ball in by Gabi under the circumstances, but there's a chance here for Fenerbahce. Melissa. Nowhere to go at the moment, but Vargas now is an option. And she is able to deal with it. Barchakli not allowed to play that ball as it came off her block and went back inside the antenna. So the moment she touched it, it was rally over anyway. Great technique Vargas has got. Chase by Jansu. Good cover of Bogu. Fenerbahce could get level. Oh, it's a little bit tight to the net. And now there's an opportunity here for VakifBank. Good up by Gizem, that's brilliant. And Vargas not finding any fingers as she looks to the ceiling in despair that that one has not come up as a point for Fenerbahce. That's a quality pickup from Fenerbahce's libero. And Vargas looking for fingers but not finding them. Nice bit of cover from Fenerbahce. And Vargas this time makes sure the ball goes in. Melissa Vargas, just brilliant. Abreu, as she's known, the Cuban international. She's played for Valero Zurich in Switzerland, for Cienfuegos in Cuba. He went to play in the Dominican Republic for a little bit. Been with Fenerbahce since 2018-19, but actually went to play in China for a little bit. And has come back to Fenerbahce. VakifBank holding on to their lead. Well, it's a great block, and then there's the cover, but Fenerbahce was then across the centre line and interfering with play. But interestingly enough, her feet were on her own side here. It went under the net as well, it was all over. Oh, I say, what a block from Chiako Bogu. That one went down faster than it was hit. It is a monster block and then some from Chiako Bogu. And VakifBank now lead by 4, timeout Fenerbahce. Oh, Turkish, he's doing his absolute best to be encouraging and positive, and then just that face as he turns around after giving Vargas, they're like, yeah, go on, off you go, you can do it. It's like, I think maybe he feels that this is going to be a tough one. It is a tough game. He's not the most expressive of characters, is Turkish. He doesn't often break into a smile, and he's got not much to smile about at the moment, to be fair. Another great swing from Gabi. Well, that wasn't the best of introductions. Cansu Çetin has come in number 7 to play as a kind of a defender passer, replacing Fenerbahce, but her first job is not to be able to dig the ball. Cansu normally the second libero. It does mean there's no backcourt attack coming from Fenerbahce. Oh, that's going to be a carry call against Gabi as she's taken that ball behind her head, and its contact is too long as far as the referee is concerned. It's gone down as a throw. Have a little look. Vargas now gets ready to serve, so Cansu will go off, and she might stay on just a little bit longer. Just to set her into the front row. It's an ace serve, Vargas. Brilliant. Just what Fenerbahce need. This isn't about passing now. This is about defending. High to the middle of court to allow Cansu to come in and find somebody to then have a swing on the ball. That's exactly what Bahçeli has done. Oh, Gabi just went a little too steep cross court. Nice period of play this now for Fenerbahce, 2 in a row. And something for VakifBank to think about. Anna Christina's come in for blocking duty in the front row. Brilliant. That's exactly what Gabi's there to do, and that's all that VakifBank could do, but sometimes that's all you need to do. Off the hands of Ada Adem, and desperate effort for Cansu, but couldn't get there. Bogu. That's landed in. Sarah getting the better of Ada Adem. And just like that, VakifBank get a break point to keep their lead, to keep themselves in the ascendancy, to keep the pressure on Fenerbahce, and to keep the crowd very much cheering. Home fans loving what they're seeing right now. Bogu once again. Ooh, that looked a little bit throwy, and it's going to go against Ada Adem. The referee's already, yep, there you go, look, he's already set the stall out. He called Gabi for it, and now he's called Ada Adem for exactly the same thing. It is volleyball, not catch and throw ball. That's netball. Ace serve of Bogu as that one goes into the corridor of uncertainty between Cansu, Vargas and Gizem. Nobody wanted this. Have another look at this ace. More changes for Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce's back in, Cansu's gone off. Ball in from Anna Cristina. And a nice swing. That's what Fenerbahce brings. It's why you really want her on court all the time if you can. I bet there'll be a few clubs in the post-season who'll be making inquiries into Fenerbahce's availability. And also Vargas, I wouldn't be surprised. Fenerbahce will probably have made sure they've got very good contracts for the pair of them to keep them. Oh, a good swing from Hack, a player who by all accounts is going to be leaving VakifBank to go to Italy, to Conegliano. What a play from Gabi! And now Naz is saying, that's another throw, ref! Well, it wasn't, it was a very quick turn of the wrist, just to change the direction of the ball. Have another look at this one. Good set, lovely touch, just helping it on its way, that was, lovely touch. In fact, Naz was unhappy with the set for Jansu on that last point. Good play from Vargas. Ooh, Vargas crunching into Naz, but they're okay. That's quality. Good up from Eda Adem. Vargas now, but trying to avoid the block, which she did, but there wasn't an angle then to get the ball in court, cross court. Such is the presence that VakifBank are able to bring at the net with blocking. Their block defense is one of the best in the Champions League. Good work. Popovic hasn't had a great deal to do. She's jumped an awful lot, but hasn't hit many. That's her second swing of the match. Strong rotations now for Fenerbahce with 3 front row attackers. They can put pressure on VakifBank's block if they can get the ball in system. Unable to keep it. Just constant pressure from VakifBank. Great change in direction of that set from Jansu. Oh, that's a huge block from Barch Hackley. The USA doubling up out at 4. 2 gold medalists from Tokyo coming up with a huge block, 20 points to 12. What a lead for VakifBank. Fenerbahce call the timeout.
Okay, we lost for a set and we will go down. Now every attack is okay, everyone. A lot of attacks, block or mistake. Right, let's try to find solution to put the ball between block to make some idea. Okay, you can keep it. Like I'm going with you.
It's an easy leave. If you want to get involved, you can join the conversation. Facebook, Twitter, Insta, TikTok, and everywhere else. Hashtag CL Volley, hashtag CL Volley W. That's not made it in, but it's off the... Well, it's been given as in. Lines judge said out, referee said in, and so there's going to be a challenge coming by Fenerbahce for ball in, ball out. And whilst we have a little wait for that, I can tell you about the super finals that are going to be taking place May the 22nd in Ljubljana, Slovenia, in what should be the major highlight of a truly thrilling and exhilarating volleyball season as the CEV Champions League Volley 2022 Super Finals will take place. We'll have the men's and the women's Super Final. Well, that is out. Good call from Zoran Terzic. He's got the in-out calls right so far. And that means Fenerbahce can go back. And look at that, he can't say it enough, can he? He wants them to go right across the net, square across the net. Don't drift, don't open up a gap either side of the players and allow that to go cross-court. It's ace serve again, Fenerbahce. That's two she's had now. And it takes her up to 22 aces for this tournament. By far and away the best server in the Champions League. And timeout called by Fenerbahce as they look to try and take a little bit of steam out of what's going on. Side out required, but Fenerbahce will have other plans, no doubt. However, she's overcooked that one. 21-15, real opportunity for VakifBank potentially to make a few changes, bring a player in or two, give them a feel for this, but it's probably not going to happen unless there's a serving substitution that Guidetti wants to bring in. Hack, great serve, well played Gizem just to get it high to the middle. But now it's transition opportunity time here. Oh, that one a little high for Ogbogu. Well played, Anna Cristina. Side out achieved for Fenerbahce. Popovic. Oh, good serve. Bit of pressure here for Hack. And she can't quite deal with it. That was really tough, though. That ball is coming almost from the back of her, over her head. She's then got to pick it up in front of her, find that ball, find the court. It was a fine margin, but it's a big point now for Fenerbahce. They're creeping back into the set. Oh, well played. But equally good dig, that. Vargas, tough one. Jansu out. Hack. Another chance here for VakifBank, and Ogbogu just goes after Popovic. Fenerbahce are drifting over, so the outside hitter is stepping in to help out on Ogbogu. But that time not coming far enough across, and so that ball was able to be put away by Ogbogu. Fenerbahce with the error. VakifBank now 2 away from taking the second set. Chackley has had a great game so far, but that's probably yeah, well done. I should have said that, shouldn't I? She's about to serve, but she has missed a couple of serves so far. That's probably the only area where it's not been perfect. Vargas, she's missed a serve or two, but has also put plenty of pressure on from the serving line. But look at that, what a great ball in to enable Jansu to run the middle, and Ogbogu once again just running up those invisible stairs, getting as high as she seems to. Look at that, brilliant swing, nothing Gizem could do. It's now set point. Now Meriam Boz coming in. Perfect ball. Side out achieved. Set point saved for the moment. Very good swing. And Christina now to serve. What a youngster playing for Fenerbahce. It's such a young team. And it's an ace serve from Anna Cristina. That's brilliant from her. There's going to be maybe a video check, or maybe Guimarães will just let it go. I think they're just going to let it go. They've got plenty of chances still to side this one out. Maybe a chance for Fenerbahce to get a bit of momentum to go into the next set. That's off the fingers, is it? No, it isn't. But there is going to be a check now to see if that caught the block. Gabi pretty convinced, wasn't she, that it had come off the hands of the block. Or the fingers, or the finger. They're all looking up. Oh, there is a touch. That little finger has given the points to VakifBank, and with it the set. VakifBank now lead by 2-0, taking the second set 25-20. This is how it was done. Just looking for the fingers of Naz and finding them. (25-21), 25-20. VakifBank are in a great position here. The way that this two-match series works is if you win 3-1 or 3-0, then you get 3 points. If you win 3-2, you get 2, the other team gets 1. So if VakifBank win, Naz waiting. Third set's underway. Fenerbahce serving. They're trailing by 2-0 here against VakifBank, and that's a great start. Fenerbahce and Popovic doing exactly what they did to Hack in the first set for the first point. Talking about them not being a great blocking team, they certainly do make some good blocks, though, don't they? This is one of them. Brilliant from Fenerbahce, right across the net. That's tough. It's into transition. This could be 2-0. Well, that one hasn't caught the block, though, and didn't find any hands, so it will be side out VakifBank. Fenerbahce have had some players over the years. They had Kim Yong-kun played for them for a while. Katerina Gamova, Claudinha from Brazil. Sarah Tomcom from as well, and Faker Ray. Mary Steinbrecher as well, too, and Logan Tom from the USA. Incredible roll of honour in terms of players for Fenerbahce. VakifBank too have had some great players play for them and currently have great players playing for them now. Great swing that, isn't it? Thumper from Barch Hackley. Talking of players who can hit the ball hard, Zhu Ting, who is another one from China, played for VakifBank. Milena Rasic, who is brilliant through the middle, alongside Ognjenovic. What a partnership that was for VakifBank over the years. But now there are other partnerships being formed. Jansu with Gabi, Jansu with Ogbogu, Jansu with Guimarães. Wonderful. Gabi just holding her ground. And then that one fired off the hands and away. VakifBank very quickly up in this set now. Good work, Vargas. More of that required from her. Guimarães, Vargas played for VakifBank back in the day, the Dominican Republic middle blocker. And probably one of the greatest outside hitters Japan ever had in Saori Kimura. Also had a season with VakifBank back in 12-13. This rally is still going. Oh, goodness me. But now it's Fenerbahce who've got a chance to win it. No, they haven't now. Maybe now it will be Barçakli off the hands. Referee's waiting. Oh, he's not giving it. Took a while. Goodness me. Talk about getting involved in the drama of that one. The referee deciding it hadn't hit the block, and so VakifBank are calling for a video challenge. What a rally that was. Remind you, from the referee's point of view, it's right, it's on the far side, the furthest point away from him. Barçakli only was looking for hands, and she found them. She found the little finger of Vargas. And it will be VakifBank's point. That's an excellent ball in. Oh, we got a net touch against Ogbogu or Jansu. They were saying, well, they didn't do it. Somebody did. It's very rare the referees get the net touches wrong. It was Jansu. Yeah, she's like, all right. Oh, it wasn't me then. And she's disappointed because there was a dig made behind her. And the rally was still going. The referee's given touches on that one, or he's given it in, one of the two. It's gone the way of VakifBank. We've got another challenge coming here, which doesn't look good for the referee. It's not that it's their problem, it's so much if it turns, especially if it turns out that they're correct. But it's only if they are wrong and the challenge proves it to be so, then there's issues. I mean, that's clearly out. I thought that it was given as a touch. But it wasn't, it was given as in, so it will be Fenerbahce's point. And they've levelled things up here now. Both are serving, the passers just trying to relax and stay calm. Good up, Vargas. Good up, eye catch. Oh, too far away from Hack. And VakifBank find themselves behind now. So a bit of a roll here from Fenerbahce, getting a step on. Oh, what a tough serve that was. And what a really good play that is from Barçakli. It's such a good play because she's come up, she's in the side of the court, she's in at about 2-3 meters or so from the sideline, but goes thumb up and then rolls it to one. Just look how good that play is. It's over the block as well. So difficult to deal with. Oh yes, another big block. They're not just blocks, are they? They are monster blocks. There is an advert in the UK for a famous supermarket chain which says it's not just a block, it would be that supermarket block. And I think you can quite say this, that's not just a block, that's a VakifBank block. Hack. Great pick up, Vargas, but out of the chance for an attack. The 1 foot Yahoo, no good for Anna Cristina. Jansu decides to go alone. Well watched by Gizem. Another brilliant rally breaking out here. And it's Anna Cristina who takes the point, and Fenerbahce who level up. This is volleyball of the highest order. What a brilliant pickup from Gizem. Kept her eye on that, watched it all the way, was keyed in onto what the setter was doing. Good touch that from Jansu. But it's not going to get anywhere near that when Fenerbahce goes over the top. It's a big serve. Oh, that's a great side out, and just a little bit of a nonchalant step back from Gabi that says, yeah, I got this. Such a great competitor. Such a brilliant athlete. That one, though, won't be coming back. Perfect pass. And when you've got a good ball in, you've got all your options. The best option is still that quick ball in the middle, because there's just so much time pressure on the block. And if you don't commit, then you're going to get beat. If you do commit and the setter's spotted it, it goes out wide, then there are one-on-ones around the rest of the court. Jansu now with the serve. Good up by Barch Hackley. Good up from Anna Cristina, who's available on pipe. Ooh, well played from Hack. Now, which way is that going to go? It's going to go the way of VakifBank, is it? And Fenerbahce want that to be their ball. They're saying it was played on their side. Can they challenge for that? In the Italian league, you can challenge for what they call invasioni, which is the ball being played on the other side of the net. That looked like it was played by Gabi on her side, though. We'll get a great view of it here. Ooh, the touch is her side, isn't it? The touch is her side of the antenna. Most of the ball, though, on the side of Fenerbahce, but that circumference, the bit she touched, is on her side. So what are they going to do? What's the call going to be? Is it about where the touch is, or is it about where the ball is? Well, all they can hope for is a net touch. And this is the good thing, you see. What they do is they take the ball out of it, so you cannot go and see and then complain about where the ball is in relation to the touch. There was no net touch. It's a point for VakifBank. They lead by 1. Jansu goes to serve. And it's very much a case of Fenerbahce feeling a little bit of infamy, probably. But everybody's got an infamy. Oh, nice. Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What a swing. Fenerbahce, you never get tired of watching a play against Hack. Made it look like Hack wasn't even there. That pass from Gabi's mid-court, and she's got all the way out, all the way round to be available to have a swing. Wonderful, wonderful passing and hitting from Gabi. She goes back to serve, And Bahçe comes into the front row. There's no double on the first contact. Bahçe's looking for fingers again. The referee's not given it. Opet convinced she hasn't touched it, so did it touch Vargas? She could save us all the weight by saying she did if she did, but she's saying she didn't, so maybe she didn't, and she didn't. In fact, it was against Fenerbahce, and that one hasn't hit anybody, has it? There is no touch. Fenerbahce to the serving line. Much more interesting third set, mind you. It was like this in the first set. It went point for point to about 14 all, and then VakifBank pulled away. But there's a chance here for Fenerbahce to go in front. Oh, another chance now, perhaps, for VakifBank. And that's just one of those hits from Bahçe that says, I've had enough of this. It's time to bring the heat. God, there was a little bit extra in that one, wasn't there? Great swing. Oh, goodness. Well, we saw a big hit cross-court. That was an even bigger hit to the line by Bahçe. That was a scary moment for the defender down the line then, as that one was bounced right at their feet. Outside the antenna, brought back outside the antenna, so play can continue. Naz getting involved. I'm just saying, did it really go outside the antenna? They could have done an in-game check. Could have called for a video check, but they didn't. And then Bogu has managed to serve it out. It's a great action that Vargas has, and it's put VakifBank under pressure. It's an error from Bahçe, but the way that both Fenerbahce and Vargas on their jump serves just arch their back and really then drive into the ball, create so much pace and power. Is there a net touch? Ace serve, Vargas. Now things are getting better for Fenerbahce, up by 2. Side out achieved. It's a good touch. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. 2 front court options for VakifBank, and then Hack goes, but she's dealt with. Vargas does well to get onto that, but not the second time of asking. Lovely. Shoot ball to the middle. VakifBank have got level again. They have not been overawed, have they? Every time they've gone behind, and they've just got on and done what they've done. There's not been any sign that mentally they were feeling the pressure. The emotions have more or less been evident for Fenerbahce with the way things have gone. I felt perhaps some things haven't gone their way. Oh, what a top swing that is. Anna Christina getting turned by the ball. Great ball in from Gizem. And a very nice swing from Fedorovtseva. Top hit from Gabi. Once again, Vargas, she's so good at that. She comes quite square on to the net, but is able to either continue to hit the way she's facing or cut high across her body with a nice little twist at the end. Oh, that's a good block. Well, this one's going to the wire here. VakifBank haven't been able to get away from Fenerbahce, and it's Fenerbahce who have the lead, and it's VakifBank who call the timeout. It's just non-stop noise, excitement, cheering, booing, whistling, depending on who's got the ball. Crikey, that was a tough one. But what a way to get out. It's a really good serve there from Fenerbahce because it was right over Guimarães, making it really difficult for the pass because she's kind of in the way. But VakifBank deal with it. Gabi, wonderful, wonderful ball. And then Hack gets the better of Fenerbahce in the far corner. '20-20. Oh, goodness me. Ogbogu went to have a swing on a ball and just had a freshie because Naz just moved it away towards the hitter. Excellent play. Great point for Fenerbahce. What a great set this is. Ogbogu swiping at nothing, Popovic having a free hit. Cansu Chetlin with the serve. Oh dear, came on for one job. One job! And you can see the disappointment on her face. Mind you, it could have crept over for an ace, couldn't it? But it didn't. Hack to serve. This third set evenly balanced, finally poised, and that's well left by Anna Cristina. Vargas. Oh, it's an ace serve for Vargas right down the line, just when Fenerbahce needed that. She has stepped up and delivered to put Fenerbahce 2 in front. What a phenomenal serve that is. It doesn't get much better than that. Timeout was called by VakifBank. Vargas to serve again. Can she get another ace? Can she bring up set point? Well, it's a great serve. Icats deals with it. Oh, I say! You cannot underestimate just how good or undervalued, what a great player Michelle Barch-Hackley is. Looks like she's going to hit it hard and just guides it over into the open court for a brilliant point. And all that after just getting aced as well. Comes up with that. Now then Boz is in, bit of blocking height here for VakifBank as they look to try and wrestle this set back away from Fenerbahce. It's not going to happen. Erdem goes slide behind and Fenerbahce have set point. Anna Christina now back to the serving line. Got license to really go after this one. Opet on to set. Oh, she's done it! Ace serve, Anna Christina, and it is Fenerbahce who take the set, 25-22. It's game on here in Istanbul. Fenerbahce take the third. We're going into a fourth. The Fenerbahce fans are delighted. Oh, what a great serve that is. Same time, different place. It will be at Fenerbahce's place. And then we will know for sure who will be going to the superfinals in Ljubljana, Slovenia on the 22nd of May. The last time these two teams played, it was victory for VakifBank 3-1 in the league. Fourth set underway, Jansu with the serve for VakifBank, leading by 2-1. Fenerbahce taking the last set, so having the momentum. We'll be looking if they can to get this one as well. But they won't do if Gabi keeps hitting like that, off the net. And that's probably her favourite swing, given her technique, the way that she drops her left arm. I mean, she likes to come around the ball. And as a result, if there's any sliver of line available, she'll take it. Jansu once again. That's not coming back. Fenerbahce beaten. Jansu gets an ace. And considering Jansu does the jump float serve, which you might argue isn't the toughest of serves, she's had 5 aces coming into this match as Jansu from the serving line. It's such a good rotation. But unfortunately, that Fenerbahce just off balance, gets turned by the ball, doesn't contain it. And again, getting turned. Good up by Barchakli. Gabi again, another brilliant swing that Anna Christina can't deal with. And look at that. 3-0. VakifBank, but that kind of happened in the last set, didn't it? I think you got a 5-0 or 4-1, but Fenerbahce got back into it.
Come on, the most important thing, reception. If you are out of attack, it's not a problem. We can measure with this, okay? Hide.
The most important thing right now for Fenerbahce is reception. That's what Turkish is saying. Get that ball in, and then it's like, it doesn't matter if you have to pass and you can't attack, it doesn't care, because if you put a good ball in, there'll be other options available. So don't worry about what you got to do next. Concentrate on what you've got to do now. Jansu has got to get the ball in. The passing unit's got to get the ball to the setter, Naz. And then that means Vargas can do that. Jansu hoiks that one high. Well, there'll be a challenge coming here, and quite rightly, the referee was very quick on the whistle for 4 touches. But what tends to happen in this situation 9 times out of 10, with the challenge system having come into view, is that the ball tends to hit the net, but also the block. And generally what happens is the referees let that go and let the blocking team make the challenge call. The referee has decided it was 4. Has any part of that ball caught any part of the block? Referee's hoping it hasn't, because he said it didn't. Well, he's not hoping because he knows. So there we go. All that goes in to the block, and that looks like it does catch the block, doesn't it? But unfortunately the net's moving as well, which doesn't help. But that looks definitely like it's gone into the block. Yes, there is a block touch, and that's why 9 times out of 10. Well, why has that been given their way then? Because they called for a block touch. The referee called for 4. Oh well, what do I know? Doesn't matter. Gabi just gets up and absolutely hits the snot out of that ball. Goodness me, that's the hardest hit of the match so far for her. That had some serious heat on it. This is going to be quick, even in slow motion. It's a free hit for Gabi. Oh, well played. Guimarães going and committing in the middle and then hammering it away herself. Guimarães is seeing the play in slow motion right now. Just has the beating of Popovic in offense and in defense. 5-1 VakifBank, 2-1 up. Vargas gets the point, but Fenerbahce need a few more. Oh, that's not going to make it through. That's better. Popovic goes on the shoot ball and gets that one away. But she's really had very little to do comparatively. The middle blockers for Fenerbahce have not been that involved, but when they have had the ball, particularly Adem, have been able to come up with a point. Jansu just, again, how on earth is she able to do that? Having to twist herself to stay out of the net in an awkward position and then fire that ball out to Gabi. Look at this, that's an awesome set. Making Gabi look very good. Nice pass from Fenerbahce. But what a great block again. VakifBank have built this Champions League on their blocking, and Jansu now getting in on the act. And no wonder she's celebrating. Naz struggling to keep it in play. Probably a better chance now here. Oh, goodness me. Once again, Barch Hackley just knowing what to do in the right situation at that moment in time. I don't need to hit this. I can just place it perfectly. And what a shame for Anna Cristina trying to make the pancake, but off of the forearm. Didn't really work. It's all smiles at the moment for VakifBank.
And she didn't attack his own floor, not even one time. What are you doing?
there's not really that much between these two teams when you look at them on paper, when you look at the characteristics, when you look at the players. They're all very, very similar. You've got Hack, great in the opposite. You've got Vargas, also great. You look at Fenerbahce, Gabi, Melia and Barch Hackley, and then the middles with Popovic and Ogbogu, and two great setters in Jansu and Naz, and also two brilliant liberos in the form of Ayça Aykaç and Gizem. But it's just the way that the two teams have come together in this game, isn't it? The way that VakifBank are just there for each other. They know what they're doing when they're doing it, and Jansu is probably yet again, as that one is given us out. For me, when I watched the World Club Championships and VakifBank won that, Jansu didn't get the player of the tournament, I have to say I was surprised, because she pulled the strings, she made the team look so good. She's doing it again here, and I think for a lot of the time Jansu number 3 just goes under the radar for VakifBank. And what a great player she is. Good serve from Hack. Down ball coming here for VakifBank. And again, that's a really, really good pickup from Naz. Another free ball, 2 front court attackers, 2 back. And this time a little bit of heat from Barch Hackley. And the lead continues to grow. Good set. It's so important now, setters at this level, when the serving pressure's coming in and the ball is tight to the net and it's high, the ability to set one-handed, the ability to still put a quality ball out wide for the attacker and to draw the blockers to think you might be going middle as well is crucial. Both Naz and Jansu able to do that, able to deal with that tight ball on the net. That's a let-off for VakifBank. Vargas may get, well, she'll definitely get one more go round to the serving line. Whether she'll get another go after that remains to be seen. But for VakifBank to get off of that rotation without having to deal with the serve, they'll be delighted. Net touch against Ogbogu. That's a good ball in, and you just get to see straight away that once that pass is in and the setter doesn't have to move, and then everybody's moving around the setter, the stress on the opposition block is huge, and there will be one-on-one situations then around the court, around the net. Gabi said at the start of this one, when interviewed about this game, that they needed to make sure that Fenerbahce weren't hitting from comfortable positions. They've done their best to try and stop that. Good up from Fenerbahce, right inside the 3-meter line as well. And Vargas coming up with an excellent swing. The question that's beginning to formulate, though, is are Fenerbahce too far behind already in this set? What a great swing that is. Nicely from Ayça Aykaç. That won't be coming back. Desperate attempt from Naz to keep it in play. Jansu, she's been so good from the serving line in this match. That's a very good ball in. Oh dear. I mustn't laugh. But that's what middle blockers, that's the next level now for middle blockers, isn't it? To be able to set one-handed. Goodness, just like, I don't know what to do with this. I really don't. Hack's not found any fingers. But given the lead VakifBank have got here, they can afford the odd error. It's up to Fenerbahce to make a run of points. Starting maybe with Naz from the serving line. Strong rotation for Fenerbahce with their 3 front row attackers, and that's a good up. And Vargas does really well. Having 2 wide options in that situation, so important. Naz once again. Hang time from Gabi. A moment of stillness before she has the swing. If you're a photographer, you'd have loved that one, because you could have just decided when you actually wanted to take that, instead of having to hold the button and just whiz through. Touch from Gizem. Clever thinking that from Vargas. Volleyball, for those of you who are new to the game, for those of you who are learning the game, it's not about having 3 touches. It's about understanding they're the maximum you can have. And in this situation, I can go on 2, so I will. And Vargas does, and she scores. Just keeping an eye on that one, Gabi and eye catch. But such was the power from Hack. It could not be kept in play by Fenerbahce, and the lead is looking pretty safe at the moment for the home side here. Off ball. This could be 18-10. Well, it won't be. Excellent block from Popovic and Melia. But given the way the match is going, that's had to be done by Fenerbahce just for their side out. You know you're in trouble when you're having to make blocks to get side out points. Jansu's coming in to serve for Popovic. That'll add a little bit of extra in defense, a little bit of, because it's the libero, as was, playing as an outside hitter for this match, but it does mean that from serving there's extra capability in defense here for Fenerbahce. Oh, not that that would have been dug by anybody. Ogbogu has just put a dent in the floor with that one. Also helped in part by the net touch from Erdem as she went after this. Hack waiting for it, but not the best ball. But once again, Jansu. We all look at the last outcome. We look at the spike. Just appreciate how good that set is to put it right into the hitting window of Barch Hackley. Even though it's tight, can still work the hands. Vargas has caused trouble all match long from the serving line. But Eye-Catch deals with that one nicely. But there is a breakpoint scoring chance here. Fenerbahce saver, brilliant! cutting through the defense of VakifBank with that pipe attack. Vargas once again. She won't get back to the serving line now. VakifBank know that. And to have only lost 1 point to the Vargas serve, they'll be more than happy with. March Hackley. Good dig. Well, for once, Jansu put that ball probably a little too close to Isabella Hack. However, the mantra is in volleyball, if you want to know, better the ball. And so, maybe not the best of sets, but Hack didn't better the ball. Not that they'll be overly worried because it's a gift back from Fenerbahce, no harm done. And VakifBank now are 4 points away from wrapping this match up 3-1. Great ball in. And a quick swing that time from Fenerbahce just before the block could close the gap between itself and the net. So the ball going down the front of Guimarães and the front of Jansu. Good up by Melissa Vargas, though hasn't found the baseline. It's an unforced error from her, especially going against Jansu as well. Doesn't need a ball too wide, needs a ball high that she can just go over the top of the block. They are going to have a look though to decide and see whether the ball is going to actually be Fenerbahce's. Looking in hope more than anything with that look from Fenerbahce. That sounded like he said out. Was there a touch? No, and no. Ball's behind the block of Guimarães. It's over the top of Jansu. Still not come up with the, no, that's not touch. That's a shadow going over the finger, which makes it look like a touch. But when you look at that position, that doesn't look like a touch to me. And neither to the challenge referee as well. So he got there in the end. Jansu now back to the serving line. VakifBank 3 away from being 1 step closer to the super finals. Good cover by Popovic, but not the second time. Melissa sees that one land in front of her. It's a big block for VakifBank. They're now 2 away. Work for Hack to do. Oh, and then a little bit of indecision. Jansu and Guimarães. Guimarães wanting Jansu to take it. Jansu thinking, well, if Guimarães takes it, I can set it. and neither of them took it. Perfect ball in from iCatch. Ganesh dispatches that one, and it's now match point for VakifBank. This has to be sided out. Vargas, and has done that. So Fenerbahce still in it. But for how much longer? 8 side-out opportunities here for VakifBank to win the match. Anna Christina coming into the front row. Very nice swing from Vargas. Gabi under a bit of pressure, so too Jansu. And Hack with nowhere to go. Great block from Anna Christina, it needed to be made. Second match point saved. What a turnaround this would be. Fedorovtseva, more aces than any other player in the Champions League this competition. That's a wonderful pass from Gabi, but it's still alive. Good up from Jansu. Hack for the win. Good pickup by Fedorovtseva. Has that landed in? No, says the referee. And that's it, it's all over. Or is it? Is there going to be a challenge? No, there is not, by the looks of things. It's all over. Terzic accepting that there's little chance of coming back regardless. It's a great victory for VakifBank at home. They've beaten Fenerbahce by 3-1 in the first leg of this CEV Champions League semi-final game, and what a game it was. Really, really good volleyball from two really, really good teams, as you would expect for a Champions League semi-final. That means Fenerbahce have got it all to do on the return leg at their place, but they'll have the home fans and the home support, and they'll make it as difficult for VakifBank as possible. And if they win, so long as they win 3-0 or 3-1, they'll take it to a golden set. But right now, it's VakifBank in the driving seat. This is how it was done. Vargas trying to get that one away cross court, but not finding the court. And VakifBank get the victory. Gabi is the most valuable player yet again. I still think it's Jansu. It's nothing to do with me. It's to do with those who make the decisions, and the decision's been made. Well played, Gabi. You could have picked anybody, couldn't you, from the team? Confirmation of the score. VakifBank taking the first and second. Great fight back from Fenerbahce to take the third, but in the end overwhelmed in the fourth, 25-18. Smiles orang for VakifBank.